Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. If you feel stuck at the 0 to 3K a month mark in your online service-based business and you just can't seem to make any more than that, then today's video is for you. I'm going to be walking you through the 9 simple steps to reach 5K months. These steps helped me reach 5K months and then 6-figure years, and they work for both service and digital product-based businesses. But in this episode, I'm specifically going to be talking to you service-based business owners. Before I dive in though, I wanted to let you know about my brand new free masterclass coming next week on Wednesday the 10th of March 2021 at 6 p.m. Eastern. Whereas today's episode is more of a simplified overview of how you can reach consistent 5K months, next week's free masterclass is a 1-hour deep dive that I've packed with so much value. You're going to love it. So next week's class is called How to Book Clients Consistently and Scale to Recurring 5K Months. And you'll learn my 8-step blueprint for generating consistent 5K plus months from your online service-based business, the top 3 reasons why you're not booking clients consistently and how to change that, and my 5K months business plan so you can see the actual math behind the income shift. To sign up for free, go to nishawillery.com/getclients and you can click the link below to head to that link if you'd like to. All right, back to today's episode. Marketing can feel overwhelming, especially if you're an introvert, right? And today, with all the social media platforms that you think you should be on and all the content you need to create, it's hard to keep up, let alone stay consistent with it. If you're like most service providers that I work with, then you probably feel overwhelmed, discouraged, already wondering how long can you cope with this inconsistent income before you have to go back to the 9-to-5 world, right? I'm guessing that you have your business foundations in place, like your website, portfolio, and a small social media following. And you book clients here and there, just not consistent clients and definitely not your ideal clients. And you're struggling to make a regular monthly income of 3K or more per month, a secure income that doesn't just cover your bills, but empowers you to live the freedom-filled lifestyle that you dream of. Does it sound familiar? When most creatives or online service-based business owners are struggling to book clients consistently, they think they need to stop selling services and sell a digital product instead, like a course or an ebook. That must be where the money is, right? But here's the hard truth. If you struggle to sell a service, you won't be able to sell a product. Trust me, it is much more complex and it requires a larger audience. Your problem is not what you sell. It's the fact that you sell inconsistently because of what I like to call marketing overwhelm. So let's say goodbye to inconsistent, overwhelming marketing. Which one of these apply to you? Number 1, creating content is overwhelming because it just seems like so much to do and it takes so long. It's hard to create content or a content plan that you can actually stick to. Number 2, you feel like you need to be selling everywhere all at once. Like you should be on TikTok, on LinkedIn, posting every day on Instagram, trying Facebook ads, on Clubhouse. And of course, this results in you spreading yourself thin. It feels like too much for one business owner to juggle on top of client work. Number 3, you know the simplest way to grow your income is to increase your prices, but you're never confident enough to do it. Could people even afford your new rates? Would they even believe that you're worth that much? And is it number 4 now? Forget. Number 4, you watched all the marketing webinars and you've listened to all the podcasts, but none of it has helped you that much. Maybe they gave you some great ideas or things that you know you should do, but but you still somehow backslide into old habits and overwhelm. After reading that, how much of it resonated with you? Inconsistent marketing and marketing overwhelm is stopping you from attracting your ideal clients, from getting booked out and reaching consistent 5K months in your online service-based business. But don't feel ashamed, because that's not what I am saying all of this for. That's not the way that I intend to make you feel, because at the end of the day, it's not your fault. Every time we open up Instagram, it's like a marketing guru is bombarding us and telling us to do hashtag all the marketing things. Every time that you open your favorite podcast, there's a new episode on why you need to start a YouTube channel, why LinkedIn is the number one place to find clients. And it's like there's all these podcasts that are telling you to do a million things, you know? Like what I mean is like one podcast telling you to do a million things. There's a lot of people telling you to be on a lot of social media platforms, right? And it's confusing. Of course, you found it hard to create and stick to a marketing plan that actually works because your mind is being pulled in so many directions. But this is all okay. As long as you realize from this moment on, you don't need to do more, you don't need to work harder, and you definitely don't need to be everywhere to get more clients. You need to focus on less. The cold, hard truth is this. Something's just popped up on my screen. The cold, hard truth is this. To get more clients consistently, do less marketing, but better. If you don't narrow in on marketing strategies that work really well and forget about the rest, you will remain an overwhelmed and inconsistent marketer. And inconsistent marketing keeps you broke. Show me just one successful business owner that you look up to who isn't consistent the majority of the time with their marketing. I know I've said this a few times, but it's the truth. You can't show me that, because they know this point that, again, I say a lot, but I'm going to say it again. You can't expect consistent clients if you are not marketing consistently. Being consistent with your marketing may have felt overwhelming, but it really does not have to be. I honestly, truly believe that. Why? Because you can simplify your marketing and you can make more money by doing less of what doesn't work and more of what does. Yes, you can. And how can I be so sure? Because I used to be that girl, that woman who was inconsistent with the marketing of my services, overwhelmed about what content to create because I had no clue what to say, hesitant to share my services because I was afraid of being pushy or salesy. And now I'm a 6-figure digital nomad and an online business mentor who's here to help you book consistent clients with ease so that you can scale to 5K months and build your own freedom lifestyle. If anybody here is listening to this and doesn't know my background story, I used to work in retail for minimum wage, and now I own a 6-figure online business in my 20s. But my business was not an overnight success. I don't believe overnight success even exists. But before I learn how to generate a consistent income and create recurring 5 or 10K months, I had a year when I only made £35 profit. And a few years after that, I still only made like £6,530 and then like £7,288. I was struggling so much, I couldn't even afford a McDonald's meal. But when I simplified my marketing, removed the overwhelm, and I became consistent, something happened. For the first time ever, I was booked out with clients for 6 months. And then I was able to use the same marketing methods to sell 1,000 spots in my first online course. So once I'd finally cracked the code to making consistent income without overwhelm, I was able to live the freedom lifestyle I had always dreamed of. and save over 100K by the age of 26. Well, over 110K by the age of 26. Do you know what can happen when you finally show up and you sell confidently and consistently? Clients come knocking down your digital door, aka flooding your inbox with inquiries. You can go from making under 3K each month to making consistent 5K months. You get booked out for months at a time and you can stop stressing about needing to find a 9-to-5 job again. Instead, you can just go back to feeling excited about your work. You have to take down your contact form and replace it with a "I'm currently booked out, sorry" message, the best kind of message. And you sleep well knowing you don't have to worry about where the next client is coming from anymore, or whether you'll be able to pay your rent next month. You feel like a legit business owner, not like an imposter. And that's not all. You stop doubting whether you are good enough to be your own boss, because the clients flooding your inbox prove that you are. You stop comparing yourself to successful business owners in your niche, and you become one of the business owners that other creatives compare themselves to. And that fear of failure that has hung over your head before, the fear that your business could be one of those businesses that fail within the first 3 years, the fear that your family would be right, that you didn't have what it takes to build an online business, that all goes away and you prove them all wrong. Consistent clients and 5K months don't just give you financial security and stability, right? They allow you to finally live the lifestyle you dream of, the lifestyle where you have enough money to travel the post-COVID world without staying in crummy hostels or having to share a bathroom with strangers, to buy your first home and comfortably make the mortgage repayments, to have savings for the first time in your life, to ditch your day job if you're still in one and be your own boss full time. It gives you the finances to hire a virtual assistant if that's what you've been dreaming of. So you can finally outsource tasks that you hate and get some of your time back. And of course, it gives you the finances for things, the small things that matter to you, like buying organic veggies without feeling like you're going to break the bank. So, how do you make this a reality? Well, besides watching the epic free masterclass that's being released next week, definitely sign up. The link is below. Here's a quick walkthrough of the steps that I know will help you get there. Number 1, creating an income plan. An income plan outlines your income goal, how much you're going to charge, how many clients you need, and how many packages you need to sell to reach your goal, among other things as well. It's a really helpful way of seeing the math behind your income goal. I've taught over 1,000 students how to create an income plan, and so many of them are amazed when they plug in their numbers and they realize that they're actually not charging enough to reach their monthly goal realistically. In Wednesday's free masterclass, I'm going to show you an example of an income plan and the math behind the simplest ways to reach 5K months. Moving on to point number 2, upgrade your money mindset. You need to have one thing in place before trying any of the new marketing strategies that you're thinking of trying. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say if you don't have this one thing, you could try 1 million marketing tactics and every single one of them would flop. Can you guess what I'm talking about? Self-belief, confidence. Self-belief makes selling 1,000 times easier, and it makes your success not only possible, but inevitable. That's why you need to release the fear-based money mindsets that are going to get in your way. They're going to get in your own way of confidently asking for and earning more money. Fear-based money mindsets sound like, no one can afford to pay me that much. I'm not good enough to charge that. Money is hard to make. Having money makes me materialistic. These beliefs, they don't really serve you because none of them are particularly true. They stop you from raising your prices, they stop you from showing up, and they ultimately stop you from marketing and putting yourself out there, being visible. You could reframe some of those to, okay, so let me take a few specifics actually. You could reframe, no one can afford to pay me that much, to, there are clients at all price points. You could reframe, I'm not good enough to charge that, to, I am worthy of making a good living. And you could change, money is hard to make, to, money flows easily to me. Now, my third point is pick a niche. So, you need to niche down. You've heard all the marketing gurus say it, but you're just scared to actually do it. What if you get bored of your niche? What if you get bored really fast? You don't want to be that business owner who is changing niches every 10 minutes. And you're scared to be stuck in a niche, trapped talking about the same topic over and over again that you're no longer passionate about, to an audience that you're no longer interested in serving. It's important to remember that picking a niche now doesn't mean you have to stick with it forever. No matter what the decision is, it often feels like a forever decision, doesn't it, in business? But no decision has to stick with you forever. A niche will help you if you're an early stage entrepreneur or you're struggling to reach 5K a month. After you consistently surpass that, you can branch out of your niche because you've already established a loyal audience and you've built up credibility. Now, point number 4 is raise your prices. Every service-based business owner dreams of raising their prices. After all, it's the simplest way to increase your income without working more hours. Plus, higher price points attract higher quality clients. With one successful price increase, your monthly revenue can instantly grow by thousands of dollars. Or you can just take on less clients and still continue earning what you're used to. But when is the right time to raise your prices? How much should you raise them? Is it even a good idea to raise them, or should you actually stay where you are? Will clients be able to afford your new rates? Will anyone actually want to pay you more money? I'm guessing these thoughts have bounced around in your mind and held you back from raising your rates. I bet you've even advised your own friends and clients to raise theirs, but you don't take your own advice. That's why I'm talking about this point more in next week's masterclass. And remember, I'm talking specifically to online service-based entrepreneurs. So that would be coaches, website designers, virtual assistants, writers, things like this. So come along if you're interested in raising your rates soon, because I'm going to be diving into this topic a bit more in the masterclass. Okay, number 5, position yourself as a go-to expert. Here's the harsh reality. No one will want to pay higher prices if they don't see you as an expert. Look at it this way. A general practitioner isn't paid very much, but a heart surgeon is paid a heck of a lot more. Why? Because the heart surgeon is an expert in a specific niche. So how do you become known as an expert in your niche without it taking years? One method that I teach here is the art of storytelling. This is especially useful if you don't have many testimonials with life-changing results in them. Then you can just use your own transformation story to both relate to your potential clients and show them you're an expert because of the real, tangible results that you've created in your own life or business. Okay, so point number 6 is video marketing. In 2021 and all the years after that, it's official. If you're not using video as part of your marketing, you're not going to convert many followers into clients. That's because your ideal clients are so used to seeing businesses use video now that when they see a business that isn't, it can sometimes cause a disconnect, especially if they are shopping around for someone who sells what you sell, the service that you sell, and they come across you and they come across somebody else and you're both equally as talented, but they use video and you don't. Who do you think that they are going to connect with and trust the quickest? Video allows your ideal clients to just form that emotional connection to you. Every video increases their trust in your expertise and it humanizes you because they get to see the face and hear the voice behind the work. So point number 7, post engaging content to Instagram at least 3 times a week. Meet your ideal clients where they already hang out every day, which I'm guessing is Instagram, because let's face it, I'm pretty sure most of us will spend at least an hour of our mornings there, so why not meet your followers on that platform? I don't believe that you have to post every day to Instagram if that's not sustainable for you. But posting 3 times a week is a good schedule to aim for if that sounds more doable. I post a range of content. IGTV for educating my followers and building trust in my expertise. Instagram Reels for growing my following because it helps me to reach more potential clients and customers. Infographics for educating and inspiring my followers. And I strive to create high value content that drives up engagement, attracts ideal clients and customers, and leads them from watching my stories and scrolling through my feed to joining my mailing list and ultimately buying from me. Although they don't have to if they don't want to, but ultimately a lot of people end up doing that. The more consistent that you are with providing high value content on your niche topic, the more you'll notice that clients start coming to you, sliding in your DMs and asking if they can work with you, like you can see has happened to me on this video right now, if you're watching this as a video. Okay, point number 7, start an email list or start emailing your list once a week if you already have that mailing list. I was speaking to one of my followers on Zoom a few months back, Lucy Budge. She's a Squarespace website designer. Hey Lucy, if you're listening to this. She said, my highest paying client came from my email list. He said, I have every intention of hiring you for your services. When can we work together? Straight away, he knew he wanted to work with me. It's no coincidence that Lucy's highest paying client and the most enthusiastic client came from her mailing list. Mailing lists are completely underrated and misused in the service-based business world, but they can be gold mines filled with hundreds of your potential clients. The people on your mailing list already follow you on social media. They already love your work. They trust you enough to let you into their sacred inbox, and they like you enough to open your emails. They are just one small step away from working with you. So don't miss out on a consistent stream of clients because you don't know what to say to your subscribers or you feel like you don't have time for it, because trust me, it's worth your time. Okay, moving on to point number 9, which is to create a consistent marketing plan that you can actually stick to. Let me see if this sounds familiar to you. Marketing, especially content marketing, is stressful because it's a lot to do. Staying on top of everything just feels overwhelming. Sometimes I feel like I can't keep up with it because I have other work to do. Have you ever said anything like that or along those lines? I absolutely get it, I really do, because you have client work to do, you have a family to look after, a home to clean, and marketing is not the one and only area of your business that requires your attention. You're also trying to juggle clients and admin, your systems and processes, tech, have a life outside of your business, but consistent income honestly does come from consistent marketing. It's important and it needs to be given importance in your schedule. I say this a lot, but consistency, it doesn't mean being on the ball all the time with no breaks and being everywhere on all platforms, just marketing all day long. So please don't take it as that. You don't have to be on the ball all the time. Consistency means that you're on it more often than not. So that is it from me today. You have just heard an overview of the 9 simple steps to reach consistent 5K months in your online service-based business. If you're ready to do a deep dive with me into these areas so you can get help scaling your business to 5K months, be sure to sign up for my free masterclass next week. The link is below. It will be worth it, I promise you. It's a whole hour packed with strategy and math, and it's going to be well worth your time. I'm also sharing lots more info about my brand new marketing course, which so many of you have been asking me about or asking me for, and it's finally coming. Plus, if you join the course next week at the end of the masterclass, because I have a cheeky special offer for you, you'll get an exciting bonus for being an early bird fast action taker. So I do want to say, however, even if you don't join the course at the end of the class, you're still going to take away lots of value from the free class itself. So still do come along. I will see you there. You can register for free now at nishawoolery.com/get clients, or you can click the link below in the show notes. I'll see you there.